These factory workers in southern China are fighting for labor rights. For inspiration, they look to an unlikely source, Kentucky coal miners.
出发点是让工友们了解一些，国外的工人运动在组织、行动，还有资方谈判的时候的一些情况。
The workers were brought here together by this man, Wu Guijin, a former factory worker turned labor activist.
中国工人的权益状况从来都是比较恶化的，特别最重要的就是近几年经济的下滑，涌现出来的比较突出一点。
In 2013, Mr. Wu participated in a strike at a furniture factory. But China can be a dangerous place for those that step up to the establishment.
他给我安了个罪名叫聚众扰乱交通秩序，最后因为和工友们一起，集体维权吧，就被关了1年多的时间。现在出来了以后，就自己做一些帮助工友的工作。其实中国工人，我说中国工人是真的是，在整个世界范围来说，中国的工人是很了不起的。中国的工人总的状况就是任劳任怨。 他们不在万不得已的情况下，一般不会起来抗争的。
They're supposed to get pensions, social insurance. They're supposed to get severance pay when they're laid off. These fundamental labor rights are being denied to them, and the only thing they can do in this situation is take collective action. The government refuses to help. And in many cases, they have no option but to resort to these very extreme measures, such as climbing to the top of buildings, threatening to jump, or even taking much more violent measures.
Across China, the frequency of worker strikes and demonstrations has more than doubled from a year ago.
There clearly is a very obvious correlation in the number of protests that we're seeing in relation to the economic distress that it's clearly evident throughout the country. So at the moment, the picture is not at all optimistic.
These workers toiled in a foreign-owned textile factory until recently. When the factory decided to relocate to a more affordable location, workers' pensions started to disappear. Mr. Wu is helping the workers file suit in a local court.
做出说明，就说为什么要有搬厂的那个动作，搬到哪个地方去，搬过去的工友的工龄怎么办，搬过去的工友的薪资是有没有改变，要厂方做出说明。
像我们正常，现在我们正常的人家78年了，保险才买了11年。
我觉得赢的可能性不大，因为我们维权的时候，政府就帮他们，那
到诉讼阶段了，可能就不会帮助我们了，帮我们始终不是就给政府部门，脸上没面子了。不过我们为了争一口气，为后面的那些年轻的工人做一点榜样，要为自己的权益去努力去抗争啊！
工友们比较觉醒起来了，历史前瞻的问题比较突出，这样的就引发了工友们就是说，起来行动，的一种动力吧，一种动力的存在。
也不是说美国好就美国是自古以来就是好，是不是？美国它原来它也是不好，它也是慢慢抗争得来的，是吧？
As factories continue to close and labor disputes continue to rise, social stability across China's factory landscape has become a concern.
这将来的变革必然会死人，好多人都觉得就是这个不会死人怎么样？这是一定性的。
And while labor activists like Mr. Wu aim to help those who are most vulnerable, the government has been making his job increasingly difficult and increasingly dangerous.
Come on, you poor workers, good news to you I'll tell.
Now, the political situation is much tougher. The current administration is taking a much tougher line on civil society. Those Labour rights groups now are the target of a very vicious crackdown. Several have been arrested.
对现在来说，即使形势这么紧张，我们工作还得继续在做，所以说即使被抓还是被失联、失踪这样的情况下，我都也不后悔，只要是对了自己的良心就 OK。